4 days from the primary, 9 Your Side had its first chance to go face-to-face with the state's top education official since his anonymous blogging was exposed. You may remember some of Superintendent John Huppenthal's most controversial comments, calling people on food stamps, quote, lazy pigs, and comparing the founder of Planned Parenthood to Hitler. Well, tonight, 9 Your Side's Justin Schecker wanted to know, is he still blogging?
Have you moved on with your aliases, Thucydides and Falcon 9? Are those still out there online these days?
You know, when I go out and talk to people, we talk about performance of the system.
Arizona's Superintendent of Public Instruction, John Huppenthal, led the charge to end TUSD's Mexican-American Studies program. Now he says the district has failed to provide his office with the revised ethnic studies curriculum.
Tucson cannot function well if TUSD does not function well, and TUSD is not functioning well. They're not meeting their compliance agreement under the Mexican-American Studies Agreement.
In one of his online blog comments under the fake name Thucydides, he called the MOS program, "We Hate Whitey." Are you concerned at all your blog post, which you yourself described as hurtful in your apology, could come back to bite you this election season?
You know, the thing that we are focused on and that we've always been focused on is the mission of getting students educated, particularly students from poverty, particularly students who come from neighborhoods where they don't have the advantages that many of us had growing up.
You compared folks on food stamps to lazy pigs. You also went out and said things about having no Spanish media.
The statements that you just articulated, I made only one of those statements. The other one I did not make. And the statement that I did make was expressing a desire that all of these students grow up with English capability.
Jesus Magana is a grad student.
It's very opportunistic that you came out with the report, how immigrant students affect our economy. Very opportunistic when the polls got you down against Douglas.
He's working on Democrat David Garcia's campaign to become Arizona's new superintendent.
The blogging, with how he feels about Mexican kids, how he feels about African-American kids, but then we got him on his billboards hugging the same type of kids. That's a big concern.
Are you still doing that, or have you stopped?
The thing that I do, that I work hard, I'm passionate about public policy, and when I go out, I talk about education.
Are you still blogging? That's my question. Yes or no?
And my answer is, when I go out, I talk about what we're doing in education.
I understand it, but I think voters would like to know that something you've learned your lessons you're no longer doing. Can you just answer yes or no? Have you blogged under those aliases in the last 2 months?
When I go out and I talk to the public, we talk about the great accomplishments that we're doing as a department.
And Stella Huppenthal told me he's concerned about the influx of migrant children coming into our state, what its cost impact could mean for public education if the president grants them amnesty. Now, despite asking 4 times, he never answered my question whether he stopped blogging. Now, Tuesday, he's up against Diane Douglas in the Republican primary. David Garcia and Sharon Thomas are running for the Democratic nomination. Be sure to bring you those and all the primary results on Tuesday night.
It will be really interesting, Justin, to see what the voters think on Tuesday. Thank you.